Hi everyone. So far, this channel has been devoted to speedruns on the original Quake levels, and with 31 maps and 26 years of history, there's really no shortage of things to cover. But Quake also has one of the biggest custom mapping scenes of any game, and even today, there's a constant stream of custom maps and episodes being produced. SDA has speedrunning tables for hundreds of these custom maps, everything from modern epic visual masterpieces down to the slightly less spectacular 1997 Worldcraft experiments. With this huge catalogue of maps comes a huge range of speedrunning possibilities, and custom map runs have always produced some of the coolest tricks and strategies in the game. Custom maps can also be a great way for newcomers to get into Quake. The maps are often not quite as optimized or competitive as the originals, giving less experienced players a chance to get onto the tables without endless grinding. In this video, I wanted to highlight a few of my favorite custom map demos. Even if you follow the Quake scene pretty closely, there's a good chance you have never seen some of these more obscure tricks. I've started with 10, but there are literally thousands of demos to choose from, so no doubt I'll make more of these videos as time goes on. Let's get started. I did a video recently about E1M5 and the famous rocket jump with the added Fiend boost. This demo is kind of like E1M5's little brother, although you could argue that this trick is even more difficult to pull off. Here, Arturo uses a perfectly timed Ogre Grenade jump combined with a Fiend boost to get a crazy amount of height and skip straight to the end of the level. Apparently, this was the one and only time he managed to get the trick to work. This trick comes from a map jam with a low gravity theme, like in Quake's original E1M8 map. It turns out you can do fun stuff with grenades in low gravity. Here, Elgu performs a normal grenade jump, but launches a second grenade just before the first one explodes. This second grenade gives him an additional mid-air speed boost, allowing him to float all the way to the exit with the help of one extra slope jump from this angled roof. It's no surprise that Peter is on this list. He has produced some of the greatest runs with the most innovative tricks in the whole game. Here he uses a double Ogre Grenade jump without looking, and then performs a mid-air backwards curl to land directly at the exit trigger. As if that trick wasn't crazy enough on its own, the beginning of the run also requires a staggering amount of luck. These grunts at the beginning usually require 2 shotgun shots each to clear, but Peter sets up the positions so that first, this grunt is shot by this one, and second, he gets a double kill on these 2 grunts by lining them up with a single shotgun shot. The sheer luck required to get all of these tricks to line up in a single demo is hard to overstate. Speaking of Peter, and speaking of unbelievable luck, here's one more of his demos. In order to reach the top platform here, he needed not only a perfect Shambler lightning boost from the lower platform, but he also needed an additional tiny boost from the bolt of a Death Knight. These bolts are completely random and impossible to control. You can see the extra hit here, and it's clear how chaotic the whole map is. Peter said he only successfully performed that boost a total of 2 times in all of his attempts. On this map, the gold key is floating high in mid-air, waiting to be collected after playing through the level. Ed utilized the backwards push you get when approaching this blocked door to gain a ton of speed, and then he performed a super precise second jump using a barely visible slope on the corner of this pillar. These tricks combined gave him the speed and height he needed to reach the gold key and skip the whole level. Custom Quake engines have gotten more and more powerful, allowing for huge maps on scales which would have been unthinkable to the game's creators. Alkaline has some of the most impressive custom maps in the game. But as the maps get bigger, so too do the potential skips. And here, Melbo manages to perform a monster quad damage grenade boost, skipping the vast majority of an enormous level. All it took was great timing and impeccable air control. This map has a slow train sequence which leads you down this long tunnel. If you fall down here, there is a trigger to teleport you back to the starting area. But if you make it far enough down the tunnel, then there is a different trigger which puts you near the exit. Here, Common Cold found a wild trick. By combining the damage from two separate explosive box boosts, and then adding an additional bunny from this platform, he was just barely able to reach the far trigger and skip to the end of the map. Joe is no stranger to crazy tricks, and here he manages to get a massive vertical boost by combining three separate techniques. First, he uses a slope jump, combined with a grenade jump off this ogre. But he also times it perfectly so that the ogre fires its own grenade just as Joe's grenade explodes. The combination of both boosts with the extra height from the slope launches him all the way to the exit. Here we have some more fun with Ogre Grenades. On this map, there's a trigger hovering above the lava which opens the exit door after you've extended a bridge. Chambers doesn't have time for this though, so he alerts this ogre, waits for it to fire, and drops down into the lava at the exact second the Ogre Grenade explodes. This boosts him back up through the trigger, opening the door to the exit for a 7-second run. Here we have the iconic map Spring 2. Just admire the beauty. And here we have 5 of the best players in the game shooting Sphere in the back so he can hit this exit trigger, which is for some reason floating out the back of this house. It's truly a testament to the grit and determination of Quake's players that they're willing to work together to achieve such an important run. So there you have it, 10 custom maps, 10 crazy tricks. I hope you got a kick out of this video, and I'll definitely do more of these. So if there are runs or tricks which you think I should feature, please let me know in the comments or come say hi in the Speedrunning Discord. Thanks for listening, and see you later.